Hello everyone and welcome back to another Fortnite video. In today's video we are going to watch some of the best moments from Fortnite Champions Series Invitational Week 1 Day 1. As always, please drop a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy the video.
He has options here. Now he's trying to set up this short pad. I think he's just deciding here. Yeah, he's gonna go all the way. He's gonna high pad it because of how far he is. He wants to make sure he has just enough time to get all the way to the other side. He's gonna land on height to hit a little bit of a crank. So we'll probably find him as the high ruler of this lobby. We'll see in just a bit. Here's opsct, who's now moving on the low ground right now. Cuts off an enemy, puts the wall down. He looks right back into the distance here. He's not gonna find that player though. opsct just kind of hanging out now. Still looking for eliminations. This is the time that you want to be ahead of the zone, though. This is the time you want to continue to cross. He's got 4 floppers, though. If there's anyone that could play with the back storm line, it's him. And now, here comes the cut.
And these are the playstyles that come after Monster, that sometimes some people are comfortable being on the backside with a lot of floppers, and that's right there, being able to kind of steal your way into someone's tarping or tunnel right there. Kind of sneaks his way into that layer, and so I'm expecting a lot of times he's going to sneak up on people. He doesn't, almost pays the price, but what a great risk for opsct, able to catch someone right there, hit him some big shots with attack. As we're taking a look as the storm is moving right to left, a lot of people still hanging out in the storm, and opsct one of them, but he has a lot of floppers. Benji still on, not quite at the high ground, but he's still up there with Ventus. And the rest of the lobby is going right over to the south side of the entire map. There's not a lot of contentions in terms of mountains or natural game time. And Benji is sneaking up. The solo sneaking up. Bang! Right in the back with 74. Doesn't get the big time, but follows it up with another big time critical hit. BenjyFishy is on a Terra, and he's on the high ground monster.
He took the floor. It was his control making it look easy, and Renzi's on a rampage right now. And this is what happens when he fires up. 7 eliminations now, and he's in the end game. This is the scariest place for Benji to be. On height, in the end game, with just enough ammunition in the tank and health to kind of push it through. He doesn't have material though. He's gonna have to make a big move here. You hear the grappler just firing off right now, and that's where his focus is now turned to. It's Fex, who's just nearby. Take a look here. This is gonna be a good engagement right now. Lucky for him, the zone is going to benefit back into him right here. He might have to jump in for this, yes, because he doesn't have material. He's going to grab it all. Can he get back to height in time? This is the answer. This is the question. It is his. He's back up here, and now he's got just enough to take this fight here. Such a crucial elimination for him.
Big time plays for Benji, able to get all that stuff, as you said, Monster. Benji trying to bank himself to say to the rest of the lobby, it doesn't matter if you qualified. My name is BenjyFishy, and I'm here to say I'm one of the best players in the EU. You know me, and now I'm going to put yourself in the kill feed as he picks up a big time flopper, and now he's hanging out, and he has 3. This is going to be a big time play right here for Benji, and he picks up another elim, catching someone with the edit right out exposed. So right now, Monster, he has a grappler. This is entirely up to Benji to hold the rest and get the victory royale.
Picking up that grappler basically seals the deal for height right now. All he has to do is be hyper cautious of launch patterns, but I don't even think that's going to be an issue because he has material for the end game here. I don't even hear an RPG in play right now. There might not be anyone in the lobby that can stop him at this point. He's basically on a free reign at the top right now. Here's down in the low ground Kinwin, who does find an RPG with 12 shots, but it's recycled builds. It's all healthy builds. To pierce this RPG through now will just give up his location and be a big risk for him. Let's see though. He readies it up, sets the shot out. He doesn't hit the terrain quite just yet, and now he comes out for the shotgun cherry. Can he find something? Can he connect right here? He needs these, and it's Benji. He comes down. He wants a piece of the action. He just wants more points in the bucket right now. This is his game right here. It's going back up the heel, Sancho.
Oh, I know it's entirely up to him to secure the victory royale, and you said so yourself, the grappler guarantees high, but the RPG is being a big factor right now. But Benji has his opponent really low, and Benji secures the royale with an amazing performance, Monster, with 105 points and 10 elims, baby.
He turned it all around. He turned it all around.
6th place, no more white heels for Benji.
And that's going to be tragic, but still he finds one little pick down of damage onto Umu, who gets taken all the way over. Finally, a 1v1 chaos up at low ground, but Benji is the one with the proper position at height, taking out not only one, but a lot of damage onto himself, still being so victorious in that position, being so dominant on height, fighting for it time and time again. That position nets him the victory royale. First place, 9 eliminations. You can't ask for more.
What's going on, Fortnite fans? We are here with BenjyFishy. What a legend himself. We're hanging out with this guy over in House Party. How you doing, Benji?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm good.
That is good. So glad to have you here. Dude, how does it feel? You had one of the most explosive games, showings rather, this weekend. How's it feel to be there at the top?
It feels really good. I mean, I don't know. I really like playing solos, and doing good in solos is even better. It's always been my favorite game mode. So yeah, I don't know. It's really fun. Okay.
Where is it that you're landing? Like, are you dropping at these mythic POIs? Like, what is it that you are doing that's giving you so much success?
I landed retail in all of my games. I've been dropping there since like the beginning of the season of solos, and I've kind of stuck with it. I never wanted to go to a mythic POI since those are normally like really contested and they're sort of hard to fight at. But I'm really good at fighting at retail, and I normally get good loot from it. So yeah, I land there every game.
Dude, that is so awesome. Now, of course, you've got fans all over the world adding Fishy to their names. You've got people throwing around the classic double thumbs up BenjyFishy. What do you want to say to the world, you know, that have not, like, since you've been on the scene and been supporting you? What do you want to say to all the fans?
I just appreciate everyone, man. Like, I wouldn't be in the position that I am, like, without any of the people that support me. Yeah, I just love everyone.
That's awesome, Benji. I want to give you a second to, Cam, did you want to ask a question?
Yeah, I was going to say, Benji, so now I have to ask, you're getting your feet wet with solo a little bit in actual competitive mode. How would you rank solos, duos, trios, squads? What are your favorite to play?
So my personal favorite is solos. I know a lot of
maintain high ground, rocket into an AR spray. Great pump swap coming out from fyrpk, running the lobby with the epic loadout right there, just sending Freddy all the way down. We have our top 14, but Nate still in the lobby. Nate, who has been the most consistent player across every game mode, leading from France, but fyrpk right now trying to do everything he can with this mythic loadout. Honestly, playing it incredibly well right now. I don't think we've seen anybody executing this well with the grapple in solos, and finding another elim on Norwood thanks to the rockets and the spray to the bomb, and he's making it look easy.
That he is. Finds a couple of gaps for that RPG to sneak in. Nate's still up. He takes one in the zone. Possibly has some floppers to make a play. fyrpk is going to have him in his sights, and that battle will determine a lot of what goes down in this game. Nate has 5 eliminations of his own and an RPG. He can start to pressure up, but is that actually going to connect? No, on neither side, but starts to actually chip away at what is in the top. Now looking down, they actually combine the RPGs possibly down below, and he's going to go for it right now. Only 4 builds, though, and there's not really much of a say on that high ground fight at all.
He's going to have to drop down and look to make a play, but he has the RPG as well. Follows it up, but doesn't land the tack shot. Gets the huge spray, but he's on 0 builds. Goes in, finds 1, finds 2, and a great pickup on the Nirvana Super Eye. Pushes him into the top 5. This is where all the placement points are. Second tack shot coming out. The stream, Nate, is he the best player in Europe? Is he the best player in the world right now? Who knows? He's been proving it recently, but can he close it out from the low ground? All the consistent. Can he open us up on day 1 in Europe? RPG tack shot. First tack shot. We saw a whole lot of different stuff in that game, and what a way to kick off day 1 in EU. Fish in a barrel. You can't build anywhere else. Desperately trying to connect. 6 rockets. Pump. I mean, this only ends one way, Bala. There's no way.
That it does. There's no way to recover it. You're all the way down in the water, and there's almost nothing to connect to, although he breaks himself out and put the other players down, stuck underneath that in the water, and Nikeva has a couple builds to still reconnect. I'm wondering if there's much left at all down below, and there's not. The RPG onto the ramp. It was the last opportunity to try to get one shot off to make it work, but it's
Another one. Code use. Nah, I'm okay. I'll use somebody else's since you're going down there. And another big pickup from Ronbon under VQ Painful. Also going to dip back into the storm. Get a little bit of a refresher. Only at the cost of about 30 health, so if he needs to survive by one AR shot, that'll be the difference. However, his rotation's going fine as we see Zexro's at the front of it. Zayt is there as well. We also have FaZe Tilt on the front of it. Macwood in the lobby. This is a who's who of classic NA East veterans as Tilt pushes through the box, phases in, not quite finding anyone there. As we swap over to Zexro, who is still sitting on that box.
Sitting in box, and I have a big play. It will be a factor, Sundown. It has to be. And no one will hold on to this box as long as possible, knowing that they're not going to use it. I mean, the opportunities to pick up so many different things, no doubt who will drop it for a grappler, but I mean, the play styles, and that's what I like about solos, it's your own play style that you could kind of work a way around. I mean, duos and trios, you're going to have to find that synergy, but Zexro opting to keep the cardboard box, and I'm accepting a big play from it in the future, but now he does trying to go for some kind of layer control here near height. And now he's just sitting here with some nice hard matchup with metal. Still only has about 40 builds. There's one person, and they're raining down terror with that rocket launcher Sundown.
Yeah, and we also almost have our top 15. We have it now as Zexro and Tilt both pick up Elims. Canada goes down but hits the top 15. Zayt got picked up by Jamper outside the top 20, so that's actually kind of a rough game for Zayt not to finish it out. But look at the zone. You talked about the bridge zone. Look at the disparity in the verticality. Zexro all the way up top, but we know there's so many players down at the bottom, including Nate Hill and Rogue Shark, as Nico, I will not lose, actually picks up Nate Hill, and we close in on the top 10. After that, every single placement is more and more points, and you want to get into that top 5. If you're playing ideally, well, I mean, ideally you want to win. As we see, Nico, Macwood, Jamper on bottom, mid-tarp, Dowboys, Stony, Aleu, Rogue Shark, Pulse Fishy, and then Zexro. Looking down on all of them, it's King Zexro's lobby to win.
It's a scary sight to see how high you go. I hope anyone out there at home doesn't have vertigo, because look at down below. It's afraid of heights as there's a pad. I'm sorry I had to bring it up, dude. I'm kind of getting the pit of my stomach is bringing it up right here as Zexro is sitting on top of it. He gets a quick flick right there with a big pump. Oh my goodness, but he has to give it up there, and he's trying to take the short pad, but there's a little ramp in the way. I think he got scared off the height there, Sundown. It kind of came out of nowhere.
Interesting decision, but I think he realized he didn't have enough to safely waterfall down, so had to find a way. And we all know Zexro, rather than like to play in the back, he likes to push into zone and just go for broke. Colazo and Ronbon go down. Does not have a launch pad, needs to find his way back into zone. Nice, tight little building around the corner, making sure he's not quite 90ing back and forth, so using the tight angles. 120, Zexro holding forward with a pump. Name a more iconic duo, but Alige El Nino says no mas para ti, senor. All done today, and he's trying to close it out from the low ground. One player above him is Dowboys with the rocket launcher, but he eats some fall damage and eats his own rocket, and Nino says thank you very much, I will steal that game away. 5 eliminations and the victory royale, pushing him up to 53 points.